Sometimes, the most powerful moments in life don't come with loud applause. They arrive quietly, in a soft question, a trembling smile, or a stranger choosing compassion when no one is watching. Backhand index pointing right. If you still believe kindness can change the world, please like this video, subscribe to Kindness Warriors, and share it with someone who needs hope today. And don't forget to comment. We read every single one. Red Heart. He walked into the store like any other customer. Worn sneakers, a faded hoodie, a baseball cap pulled low, hiding tired eyes. No one noticed him. No one stared. No one knew that the man quietly pushing a cart down aisle 3 wasn't shopping for groceries. He owned the entire chain. But today, Daniel Harper wasn't acting as a CEO. He wasn't there for profit reports or numbers. He was undercover. Something had been bothering him for months. Customer complaints, rising staff turnover, whispers that his company had lost its heart. So he decided to see the truth for himself. What he didn't expect was the young woman standing at register 5. Her hands shook as she scanned items. Her eyes were red and swollen, like she'd been crying for hours. She forced a smile that didn't quite reach her face. Daniel slowed his steps. Something felt wrong. He watched as she apologized repeatedly for the smallest things, a delayed receipt, a bag packed too slowly. Every few seconds, her eyes darted toward the manager's office, filled with fear. That's when he noticed him. A tall man with a clipboard and sharp voice, snapping orders at employees without lowering his tone. His name badge read, Mark, store manager. Daniel's jaw tightened. For the next 40 minutes, he stayed in the store, pretending to shop, never letting the young cashier out of his sight. He noticed everything. How she spoke gently to elderly customers, even when they were rude. How she slipped a juice box to a crying child, paid for with her own money. How she flinched every time the manager walked past. This wasn't a bad day. This was fear. Later that evening, after the store had nearly emptied, Daniel returned, this time as himself. The atmosphere changed instantly. Mark's confident tone disappeared the moment Daniel asked to speak privately, and the truth came spilling out. Employees were forced to work unpaid overtime. Breaks were discouraged. Anyone who complained was threatened with termination. The young cashier's name was Elena. She worked extra shifts not by choice, but by fear. Her mother was battling cancer. Medical bills were crushing her. She couldn't afford to lose her job. The tears Daniel saw earlier weren't from stress. They were the result of months of silent abuse. When Daniel confronted Mark, the man shrugged. They're replaceable, he said coldly. You want results? You apply pressure. That sentence ended his career. But what happened next was even more heartbreaking. As Elena clocked out, Daniel gently stopped her near the exit. She panicked instantly, apologized without knowing why. He placed a calm hand on her shoulder and told her she wasn't in trouble. What she didn't know was that Daniel had quietly reviewed her file. She had once been an exceptional student. Top grades, dreams of becoming a nurse. Her education ended suddenly 2 years earlier. Why? Her father passed away. She became the caregiver for her siblings and her sick mother. Life didn't ask, it demanded. That night, Daniel made 2 decisions. First, Mark was fired immediately. Second, Elena's life was about to change. Her mother would receive full medical support through the company. And without announcing it publicly, Daniel paid every remaining dollar of Elena's nursing school tuition. But one act of kindness wasn't enough. Daniel launched a full investigation across all store locations. Anonymous reporting systems, mandatory mental health support, zero tolerance for abuse. That undercover visit didn't just expose a problem. It transformed the company forever. 1 month later, Elena stood on a small stage at the annual conference. Her hands shook, but her voice didn't. She shared her story, not for sympathy, but to remind people that dignity matters. The room was silent. Then, standing applause. Daniel watched from the side, eyes full. That day, he didn't just find a crying cashier. He found the broken soul of a company, and the brave woman who helped heal it. Backhand index pointing right. If this story touched your heart, please like this video, subscribe to Kindness Warriors, and share it with someone who needs hope. Speech balloon comment below. What would you do if you saw someone silently struggling? We read every comment, and your story might be the one that saves someone else. Yellow heart.